Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Diamond Collection RPG and Fantasy Edition of August 2024. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you'll have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Anodyne 2 Return to Dust, a retro-inspired genre-blending adventure that dives into a nostalgic blend of 80s and 90s pixel art and early 3D graphics reminiscent of PS1 and N64 games. You play as Nova, a nano-cleaner created to save New Zealand from a mind-warping dust plague. The game's narrative is deeply personal, reflecting themes of self-discovery as you interact with unique characters like Palisade and Sea Salmus, who guide Nova on her mission. Gameplay alternates between a 3D world filled with exploration and light platforming, and 2D pixel art segments where you shrink down and enter infected beings. Each 2D level offers a different visual style and mechanic, from puzzle solving to combat with your dust vacuum. The transition between these modes keeps the gameplay fresh and engaging, as does the meta commentary that often breaks the fourth wall. The game's visuals stand out with their low poly charm and lush pastel environments. The soundtrack is equally compelling, offering a mix of orchestral, techno, and nostalgic tunes that perfectly captures the game's shifting atmospheres. Anodyne 2 is not without its flaws. Some gameplay elements can feel repetitive, and a few puzzles may leave you stumped, but the in-game hints and optional guides keep you moving forward. For fans of indie game design, or anyone who loves a nostalgia-fueled journey packed with heart, Anodyne 2 is a must-play that celebrates the love of game making with every pixel. At number 2 we have Darksiders Genesis, an action RPG spin on the beloved series, blending familiar lore with a fresh isometric perspective. This game acts as a prequel to the original Darksiders 1, thrusting you into the shoes of war and strife to confront Lucifer's later schemes. This installment feels like a true Darksiders game, with returning characters, signature abilities, and a robust loot system that keeps the action fast-paced and engaging. You will alternate between a melee powerhouse war and the gunslinging strife, each with distinct playstyles that suit different combat scenarios. War's heavy swordplay contrasts sharply with Strife's agile ranged attacks, giving you a dynamic duo experience whether you're playing solo or in two-player co-op. The levels are packed with hidden areas and collectibles, like trickster doors that reward exploration with powerful upgrades. The RPG elements revolve around creature orbs, replacing traditional leveling with a deep skill tree that allows for endless customization. Whether you want a grind-heavy experience, or just a straight playthrough, the game adjusts to your playstyle with multiple difficulty settings, including the brutally tough apocalyptic mode, unlocked after the main campaign. Despite some overly self-aware humor that may not hit the mark, the core combat and exploration feel satisfying. The game's endgame loop, including an arena mode and relentless orb hunting, offers plenty of replayability. Darksiders Genesis is both a nostalgic return to form and a bold step into new territory for the series. At number 3 we have The Eternal Cylinder, a survival adventure game about a pack of morphing alien critters fleeing an unstoppable force, an ancient relentless cylinder that crushes everything in its path. The premise alone promises a unique experience, and The Eternal Cylinder delivers. From the moment you start, the game immerses you in a fantastic grotesque alienscape. Despite the genre's potential for frustration, the gameplay remains fresh and engaging throughout. The story is heavily emphasized, aided by an excellent narrator who helps you navigate the bizarre world. You can adjust settings to tone down hunger, thirst, and enemy aggression, making the game accessible without diminishing the challenge. The gameplay revolves around running, jumping, and rolling as you search for food and avoid threats. The cylinder's advance is triggered when you cross a specific threshold, leading to exhilarating chase sequences. These moments are thrilling, as the cylinder devastates everything in its path, and you must reach a distant tower to hold it back. The sound design, particularly the ominous soundtrack, enhances the experience, making the threat of the cylinder feel real despite the game's repetitive cycle. The balance of high-stakes excitement and exploration ensures that the game remains fun and engaging. The game's story, characters, and unique mechanics create a rich and captivating experience. Despite a few minor complaints, The Eternal Cylinder stands out as one of the freshest games of its time, offering a memorable adventure that will stick with you long after you finish playing. At number 4 we have Blossom Tales 2 The Minotaur Prince. Blossom Tales 2: The Minotaur Prince offers a nostalgic journey reminiscent of classic Zelda games, particularly A Link to the Past. Developed by Castle Pixels and published by Platonic Friends, this adventure sticks closely to its roots, delivering a familiar yet enjoyable experience. You step into the shoes of Lily, who inadvertently releases the Minotaur King, leading to her quest to rescue her kidnapped brother and thwart impending darkness. The game's world is diverse, spanning pirate-infested swamps, haunted mansions, and monster-infested deserts, each area presenting unique challenges and enemies. Navigation feels intuitive, guiding you seamlessly from one area to the next without getting lost, thanks to well-crafted level design and dungeon layouts. While exploration is rewarding in uncovering secrets and items, such as heart pieces and various gadgets, akin to Zelda's arsenal, the rewards can feel underwhelming at times, often limited to currency or occasional health upgrades. Combat, though simple, offers a variety of tools and power-ups like bows, boomerangs, and unique items, such as a yo-yo hookshot and a spellbinding guitar, enhancing gameplay variety. The game excels in dungeon design, with puzzles and challenges that flow naturally, progressively testing your skills without becoming overly frustrating. Each dungeon introduces new mechanics from minecart tracks to changing water levels, adding depth to the gameplay experience. Blossom Tales 2 embraces its inspiration from Zelda while refining classic gameplay elements for modern audiences. Despite some minor drawbacks like repetitive combat and simplistic storytelling choices, it successfully captures the essence of retro adventure games. For fans of classic action-adventure and those new to the genre, Blossom Tales 2: The Minotaur Prince offers a charming and accessible journey worth embarking on. At number 5 we have Noob: The Factionless, a homage to the classic JRPG genre. This game is a love letter to the old JRPGs you grew up playing, filled with nostalgic references and a rich, engaging world. In Noob: The Factionless, you follow the story of Adam and Martin, two aspiring esport gamers. After meeting Max Middle, they dive into Horizon 4.2, a game within the game, where their journey to reach level 100 begins. The narrative intricately weaves between the real world and the fantasy world of Horizon 4.2, adding layers to the storytelling. The game's mechanics are straightforward yet enjoyable, capturing the essence of traditional JRPGs. You'll assemble a party with Martin as Baster, a versatile neo-magician, Adam as Drek, a formidable berserker, Sarah as May, a complex cartomancer, and Leo as Log, a versatile elementalist. Each character's subclass adds depth to the gameplay, allowing you to tailor their abilities to suit your strategy. Visually, Noob: The Factionless excels with its nostalgic pixel art style and dynamic environments. The art style, reminiscent of old-school JRPGs, adds a layer of charm and familiarity. The game's soundtrack, a mix of modernized old sound effects and semi-orchestral music, enhances the immersive experience, evoking a sense of nostalgia. One downside is the lack of clear map markers, which can make navigation confusing. However, the game's world map aids in finding your way. Side quests, though sometimes tedious, reward you with valuable XP and items. Noob: The Factionless is a delightful tribute to classic JRPGs. Despite minor navigation issues, its engaging story, nostalgic visuals, and well-designed gameplay make it a must-play for fans of the genre. Dive into this adventure and relive the magic of the JRPGs you loved. At number 6 we have The Forgotten City, a game that offers a captivating time loop mystery set in an ancient Roman city. This unique first-person adventure takes you on a journey filled with intrigue, secrets, and moral dilemmas. The game's brilliance lies in its use of the time loop mechanic, allowing you to evolve from a bewildered newcomer to a knowledgeable detective as you repeat the same day. The characters you encounter within the city are meticulously crafted, each with their own unique personalities, secrets, and stories. Engaging in conversations with these well-written characters not only drives the narrative forward, but also deepens your connection to the city and its mysteries. The core gameplay centers around uncovering the city's secrets, intricately woven with the consequences of committing sins. The city is an enigmatic utopia, where any sinful act triggers an apocalyptic event, turning its inhabitants into gold statues. Your objective is to navigate these moral quandaries, while seeking answers to the city's mysteries. The smaller mysteries and side quests enhance the overall depth and enjoyment of the game. Solving puzzles and uncovering the truth behind seemingly impossible scenarios is both rewarding and intellectually stimulating. The Forgotten City excels in making repetition enjoyable, ensuring that the time loop mechanic remains engaging throughout your journey. The dialogue and voice acting in the game are commendable, drawing you into the story and immersing you in the ancient Roman atmosphere. Although combat is present, it occasionally disrupts the otherwise immersive experience. Despite this minor drawback, The Forgotten City is a masterfully crafted adventure that successfully blends a captivating narrative with an intriguing time loop mechanic. Its exceptional writing, well-developed characters, and immersive historical setting make it a must-play for those seeking a thought-provoking and emotionally resonant gaming experience. With multiple endings to discover, you'll find yourself drawn into the enigma of the city, eagerly exploring its secrets and savoring every moment of this unique journey. At number 7 we have Gordian Quest, a deck-building adventure game that combines RPG elements and turn-based combat. This game offers a unique gameplay experience with a tabletop flavor. While the story is minimal and lacks depth, the game compensates with its thrilling battles and a bittersweet feeling of losing party members. It caters to players already interested in deck building and turn-based combat genres, providing depth, strategy, and replayability. In Gordian Quest, you assemble a party of 3 from a diverse selection of characters, each with their own decks. The town hub serves as a central location for quests and offers a variety of weapons, spells, armor, and upgrades. The story is conveyed through dialogue boxes, lacking character interaction and depth. However, the RPG elements, loot system, and abundance of options compensate for this. Gordian Quest requires careful consideration of stats and systems, with minimal tutorials, allowing players to explore and discover mechanics independently. The game features decision-based events outside of combat, adding variety and randomness through dice rolls and modifiers. The addictive gameplay loop keeps you engaged with minimal downtime between battles. Each fight offers opportunities for experimentation and strategic card play. While combat scenarios and enemy variety may become repetitive, the quick-paced battles maintain interest. The game's challenge level may feel easy at times, leading to complacency, but underestimating opponents can have severe consequences. With a campaign lasting around 30 hours, an endless mode, and online PvP options, Gordian Quest offers extensive content and replayability. Gordian Quest doesn't revolutionize the genre, but provides a satisfying experience that caters to specific gaming preferences. Dive into this digital Dungeons & Dragons-like adventure, where customization, learning from repetition, and making strategic choices are paramount to success. At number 8 we have Monster Train, a compelling roguelike deck builder that has the potential to completely consume you. Monster Train offers an immersive and strategic gameplay experience that rivals the acclaimed Slay the Spire. In Monster Train, your mission is to guide a train into the depths of hell to reclaim it from angelic invaders. The narrative serves as a backdrop to the real excitement, the strategic card battles. As you progress, you'll engage in a series of fights, with opportunities to enhance your deck between encounters. The unique twist is that enemies invade your train from the bottom and attempt to reach the top, where they can damage your engine. Your task is to place defenders and cast spells to thwart their advance, making every decision crucial. The game constantly challenges you to think ahead and prioritize your resources. Each encounter ends with a boss battle, adding a layer of tension and requiring you to balance your offensive and defensive strategies. The clever design ensures every fight feels like a mini-drama, building up to a climactic showdown. Monster Train's upgrade system is particularly noteworthy, allowing you to enhance your cards with powerful upgrades and even clone them for more strategic depth. The game also features 5 factions, each with unique abilities and starting champions, providing endless replayability and strategic variety. Outside of battles, the game's progression system keeps you engaged, with unlockable cards and strategies that encourage experimentation. The inclusion of multiplayer mode adds another layer of excitement, challenging you to make quick decisions against other players. Monster Train is a masterful deck builder that offers a rich and varied gameplay experience. Its strategic depth, engaging progression system, and a unique twist on the genre make it a must-play for fans of roguelike and deck-building games. You really should try it. At number 9 we have Riding Down and Dice, a roguelike deck builder where you explore randomly generated dungeons with a simple movement mechanic. Only right and down. You roll dice to battle enemies, collect artifacts, and upgrade your hero's abilities. The game focuses on strategic dice placement, making every encounter feel like a puzzle. The core of the game is its dice-based combat. Each dungeon level is a grid of cards that you navigate, facing enemies or discovering artifacts. Combat involves rolling dice and placing them on enemies or your skills for varied effects. With 6 unlockable heroes, over 100 artifacts, and 30 dungeons, each run is meant to feel distinct. Daily challenges add extra replayability with unique conditions. The game shines with its varied heroes, each offering distinct playstyles and challenges. Artifacts and skills add depth, allowing you to craft different strategies. The game's aesthetic, simple yet appealing, complements the dungeon crawling experience well. Some players have noted balance issues. particularly with certain artifacts, making the game feel too easy or others feeling underpowered. Boss battles often feel anticlimactic, as they can be defeated quickly compared to the build-up of regular enemies. Quality of life features like smoother dice mechanics and improved UI navigation are also missing. In saying that, if you enjoy strategic dice placement with roguelike elements, this game offers plenty to explore. However, the balance issues and some lackluster bosses might leave you wanting more depth and challenge. Still, it is a solid pick for those who enjoy thinking through every move. At number 10 we have Tainted Grail Conquest, a multi-layered deck building game that offers a unique and engaging experience. Initially appearing as a simple roguelike deck builder, the game gradually reveals layers of complexity and depth, creating a motif of slow realization and discovery. Players take on the role of a resident in a war-torn village of Avalon, a land plagued by greed and selfishness. The village serves as the central hub for players to embark on a journey into the weirdness, a dangerous magical fog where they uncover the stories of ordinary people battling their inner demons. Inspired by Arthurian legends, the game focuses on the struggles of everyday individuals. Within the weirdness, players encounter various zones with fights, mini-bosses, and legendary boss battles. The landscape varies in clarity based on brightness, and weird candles offer temporary respite. Exploration of the weirdness is hindered by the random appearance of side story locations and NPCs, but multiple playthroughs unveil their secrets. Players choose from melee, ranged, and magic classes, each with distinct subclasses. Combat relies on energy points and a deck of cards for attacking, buffing, and debuffing. Different classes have unique starting cards and ultimate abilities, encouraging strategic decision-making. Deck building is a core aspect of the game, with cards acquired through leveling up. Passive skills, masteries, and legendary cards enhance class specialization. The extensive customization options and the ability to experiment with different decks adds to the enjoyment. A progression system carries over certain elements between runs, ensuring progress is not lost entirely. Visually, Tainted Grail Conquest creates a dreary atmosphere, with the weirdness intensifying as light diminishes. Overall, Tainted Grail Conquest demonstrates a deep understanding of its gameplay and narrative, providing an accessible yet complex experience. It allows for diverse class interactions, offers ample deck building opportunities, and presents a unique take on Arthurian legends. Despite quests relying on random chance and less visually appealing landscapes, the game remains captivating, blending story and gameplay into a compelling adventure. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle boasts some fantastic titles, including Anodyne 2, The Forgotten City, and Kingdom Come. However, the bundle's price is on the higher side. Many of these games have also appeared in earlier bundles, from both Humble and Fanatical, at more affordable prices, which might make this bundle less enticing. With that said, if you're willing to spend a bit more, it is definitely worth considering. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.